hands red. These are the worst of times. I do believe it's true. I feel so helpless, like a boat against the tide. I wish the summer wind could bring back better nights, but I know if the world turned upside down, baby, I know you'd always be around my side. The best of times. Oh, when I'm alone with you, sun rain, sunshine, we'll make this so wonderful too. When I'm alone, there's no things on. Oh, when I'm alone with you, when I'm alone, sun rain, sunshine.
Welcome back to WBCR Brooklyn College Radio. For all your 80s hits, this one's going out to Joy Quinn. I know you still love me. I'm sorry what I've done. Good morning, Internet. Talking to you YouTubers. How are you? Hey, by the way, Jimmy, if you're out there, and I know you are watching, we're thinking about you today. Yext reported. I'm sure you're still in the name, right? Waiting for that comeback. Jimmy, I just want to let you know, since 2013, since you bought the stock, we've had a couple of winners since. You would have done all right if you stuck it out with us. But it's okay. Keep harboring that resentment. It's good for you. It's good for the soul. Hang in there, Jimmy. Hang in there. Hey, the pool man's back. What's up, brother? So, if you could believe this story, and you should, we shorted the Qs not just once today, not twice, but thrice. 3 for 3. A couple of decent trades today. Some of the names kind of duds. Had some high hopes for the Pan W, and some of us are still in this trade. It's trying to make a comeback right now because it never broke the low of the day. Where's my Pan W fans? Like I said, sometimes you just got to sit it out, wait it out, I mean. Had a little faux show bro action. It's a quick payday, but, if you didn't take the money, you've basically been sitting in limbo. But at least it's back to where you're making money on it again. And the saying goes, it's hard to be long and wrong in this market. If you were with us yesterday for the first time, congratulations. If you bought some Rambus, yes. But if you didn't buy it yesterday, there's the faux show, bro. You had a chance to buy it today. Make yourself 10 points. That was a lovely trade. Still in it, not selling. If you guys met me a couple of months ago, you're in NVTS. And some of you guys are in from $5. Thanks very much. Yes. Today it was a short. Again, we took advantage of some of the profit taking, and it's been not a bad payday 2 times. Actually, 3 times. It was a quick payday earlier. Little blow-off top action. We also looking at ULTA. Same kind of thing as the Pan W. You had a chance to make some quick money, and now it's gone into the Andy Dufresne, which is not a bad thing. It's just annoying, and you need some patience. But, same thing as Pan W. Patience is now paying off. Very difficult to be long and wrong in a market that does not go down. So couple of names also. If you guys know about, I don't know if you guys know about WCT, but I won't show you that one. I'll show you that one in a second. But more importantly, this ULTA just did something that is what you're waiting for. And if you've been waiting as long as I have, congratulations. Take the freaking money. You waited long enough, right? This is the Andy Dufresne, and you finally got a VWAP break, and you just got back to the prices from where we were selling it earlier. And if you've been holding on, fantastic. And that's what market mechanics is all about in price action. Most of us lose money because we lose our patience, and patience is discipline. So when you trade only price action, the discipline you need and the patience is part of it. Because if you're saying to yourself, all right, I'm disappointed, but I'm not going to dump unless it breaks the low of the day, you're still in because it never broke the low of the day. And then it got back into the upper range, and then you raised your stop to that range, and it kept you in the trade. And then it did a little Andy Dufresne action, and then you finally broke the VWAP, and now you had a chance to finally make some money on the ULTA long. One trade that we also did was the Macy's, and again, wonderful trade. And I love it even more because I covered it at the lows of the day because I'm pretty damn good at this, right? And again, this was not a hero trade. I made $350, but $350 is what I try to do. You know, in a high quality trade like this, it's a $22 stock. I'm not expecting to make $20 on a $22 stock. I'm looking to make 50 cents to $1. So Macy's trade, I'm looking for a short. I missed the first move. Let me show it to you, and I'll give you a demonstration on how I set these trades up. And if you are interested in learning more about this, join me on June 9th. Hey, look at that. I said June 9th afternoon. I'm going to be doing a quick demo, and then we're going to follow that up with a Saturday session. And for the first time in a very long time, we're going to be giving away a month when you buy the class. It used to be you buy a month and you get a free class. Now it's join the class and you get a month, which is basically the same thing, but it's cheaper now. More importantly, if you are around I almost said June 13th, Saturday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be going over the last 40 or 50 trades that I've done over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I like to keep it fresh and show you why you're doing these trades, where you're doing these trades, and how to understand what your risk reward is, where to place the trade, where to place your stops, and what to expect on the trade, and how to stay in these names. So let me walk you through the Macy's trade. So first thing you see is the report earnings. You get this knee-jerk reaction that creates the range. Big move, big move. So you got 2145 at the time to 2310. So you have to expect there to be some more movement when you get a decent rip. And then your VWAP starts to form a little bit better because you're getting more volume. So again, breaks the VWAP, breaks the multi-day, goes down, comes right back. So here you're seeing that the sellers were in control for a while, below the 1 minute, below the multi-day, and you went down. So I wasn't shorting yet. I was just waiting to see what happens, because a lot of times what happens pre-market, the opening trade just annihilates the shorter. And in this case, because what I witnessed on HPE yesterday was the same type of trade, I waited it out, and it was awesome. The shorter was thinking they were onto something, and they got annihilated. And then I come in on the play of the rollover down to the prior day VWAP, and it was a pretty phenomenal trade. So Macy's, same type of thing. The annihilation candle happened, and then it starts to roll over. I should have shorted at 22.32, and I missed it. And I'm already thinking I missed the whole trade, because 22.32 to 22 on 1,000 shares is $320, and that was about 18 seconds. But I missed it. And then it starts rolling over. I'm thinking, fuck, I missed the Macy's short. And then it rips their heads off. And I laughed because I was like, ooh, now I got a chance. And even before it never even had a chance to close above the VWAP. It already started to roll over. I still missed it. but I shorted it as it broke down below the prior day VWAP again. So the 1 minute multi-day break. So I'm shorting 2206. And then as it got to the bottom of that candle where it came from, because it ripped once before, I start covering here. And then I go back to old school market mechanics. 2122 gets me 2175, gets me to the low of the day around 2150. And then it bounced. I covered on the bounce a little bit more at 75. And then I'm just down to the last 300. It rolls over, it gets to the low of the day. I covered another 100. And then I'm sitting there with 200 shares thinking, all right, we're definitely going to go to 21, maybe even lower. I put a stop at 2150 and I get stopped out. Not a bad trade. Winning is winning. And that's pretty much the day. We also had a Medtronic trade. Again, difficult to trade, but if you were looking at it in the pre-market, it was the real money was that faux show, bro, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And then we had this wandering buy. So again, I didn't come in expecting to trade RGTX, but again, I'm always looking at the quantum stocks. I'm always looking at my go-to names like USAR, NVTS. Everybody's got their go-to names. So fake them out, shake them out, 1 minute multi-day VWAP break. Wasn't, and if I was watching it, I would have bought it here or here. But because this market is so relentless on the upside, I just bought the reversal part and I got in late because let me show you why. RGTX, just bought it as it was going green. So basically $40.78. I bought it $48.78 and it immediately dropped the bid by almost $1. You don't even see it there because it didn't really print. They just dropped the bid on me. I was like, oh, I'm going to lose $500 on this trade. And next thing you know, it rips up, sold into the move, and then it rolled over and died, sold the rest. Nice trade. And that's where we're at right now. And because we've made money 3 times on the Q short, I'm kind of thinking one more time today might be in the cards. And we're looking at it right here. So you just had a false breakout. And now you tried to roll over, but prior day VWAP held. The shorters are getting encouraged right this second. Because now, again, with every trade you put on ever, as long as you can establish your risk, especially if you're a shorter, which is a very difficult trade in a market that never goes down. By the way, you hear me talking, Jimmy? Yes, the market that never goes down. Gail, you out there? Where's Joe? Joe, you're still legging into those shorts, Joe? Joe, you out there legging into those shorts on the Qs? Yeah, you're up 200 points since March. How's that working out for you? Gail's been shorting the Q since 125. Jimmy's been talking about how I'm irresponsible for saying the market never goes down. How's that working out for all you out there? Yeah, good luck with that. You want to short something, right? At least now you're doing it because the market's telling you got permission. You also have something very important, where you're going to get out when you're wrong. And I say when you're wrong. As a shorter, you're generally going to be wrong. But now the market is a little bit heavy. You could feel it, right? We've rallied 200 points in 57 trading days. You want to go short in the market? Do it right this second. Right this second. Like as I'm speaking, this is it right now. Because you're risking only $1 to $1.50. There's your stop. So now if it does break the blue and then the orange, we might be on our way to another reversal that you can get paid on. And that's trading. Let me just show you USAR for a second because we came in very excited. We love this stock. It was breaking out. I'm not in it. And as I was saying how much I love it, it rolls over and becomes a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Love it. So you go from loving something to saying, oh, the profit taking just ensued. Let's get involved in a short. And that's one of those moments where if you only hear, like Jimmy, who only hears part of the conversation, Jimmy heard, I love this stock. But Jimmy forgot that if it breaks a 1 minute and a multi-day, That's more important than what you think, because that's what the market is doing. Right, Jimmy? We do what the market is doing. It's not about what I think. You want to stay a trader, remain a trader who makes money, you bend to the will of the market. It's great when your idea gets validated by VWAP, like the Macy's short. I love it that it worked, but I wasn't going to short it if it didn't break down under the 1 minute and the multi-day. And that's trading, my friend. And this is a very, oh, by the way, if you guys bought Nokia yesterday, congrats. We got almost to 1750 today, not selling it, but you got a little blow off top action right there at the half. But this is more of a long-term play. Obviously, Rambus as well. And if you are short the Qs, I'm with you right now. Let's go. I'm only risking $1. I'll take it. Now, you see why I'm saying I'm risking $1, right? Because you're shorting right here, 75, or let's call it 45.50. And the top of this range is basically 46.60. So you're risking the $1.10. Because there ain't no way you're letting it go back above this upper range without covering and saying, oh, well, that sucked, I'm getting out. But hopefully it breaks down into VWAP right now, spikes down, it can make a little bit. And then if it breaks that orange line, that'll be a double bottom near-term multi-day VWAP break. I'm going to assume we're going to get a little bit more out of it, so I put it on just now. Why not? Why do I like Rambus so much? Have you seen it? It's a 27-year high breakout in the industry that is ripping every day. Rambus is Snail Dick's and MU's little brother. If Snail Dick, if you don't know what Snail Dick is, SNDK, if Snail Dick and MU had an illegitimate redheaded stepchild, it's Rambus. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed, every time they sell this thing off, it comes back twofold. So they sold this thing off 60 points on the earnings. And then I thought this was going to consolidate and die. It consolidated and broke out, consolidated and broke out, consolidated and broke out, consolidated, breakout. And stocks that generally get over 150 go to 180. 180 gets you 250. And in this market, I have to assume this thing's going to $250 a share. I just got to wait for it. But now that it broke these levels, I would never let it go back below the pivot point around 141 and 135 if I have to eat this trade. But chances are we're not going to have to worry about it. Oh, I hope. And then again, I actually wouldn't mind if it pulled back to 150. I'd like to buy. But Light Path is starting to annoy me. It's been a better trade than an own. The only positive thing is they threw an offering out there and it ate it up. Now it's not so hot, but you're rolling over. But if you are short the Qs right now, don't get excited. Don't get excited. I know. Don't get excited. Shh, don't get excited. What do I think about Robinhood agent trading platform? I have no idea what that is. What is it? Oh, my friend, I didn't see your comments before. Yeah, Styx and Supertramp, right? Every mixtape you ever made in the '80s, till every girlfriend you had. Why are you not looking at oil and oil stocks? Go ahead. I was looking at Cliff all day yesterday. Right now, I'm making money on the QQQ, so why would I look at oil and oil stocks, right? I'm up $400 on this QQQ short. How you like me now, Holmes? How you like me now, Holmes? Like I said, if you're going to short the Qs, it's right the fuck now. How you like me now? 4 for 4 short the Qs, baby! Woo! This is the big one. By the way, as soon as you get excited about being short the Qs, please cover some right now and place a stop on it because it's not going to last. Did you just get excited about being short the Qs? I'm pretending to be excited. Don't ever get excited about being short, but take the money. Just got short at 75, set 45.50. Now you cover it 44.50. That's the plan. Take 200 off. Place your stop. Don't be delusional. I'm 4 for 4 short in the Qs today. It can't be stopped. Something's going to go wrong. And speaking of going wrong, but being right, if I didn't mention this before, June 9th, look at me, June 9th, I'll be doing an intraday presentation going over some of this stuff. More of a dog and pony show, but we're really going to get into the heart of the matter on June 13th. Saturday. Go between the couch cushions. Call your aunt who owes you money. Well, if you didn't get your birthday present yet, find a couple of $100, throw it down. And not only do you get the class, but you get an entire month. And being with me for an entire month will probably change the way you look at this market. Plus, by the way, if you didn't know, we hit another fat finger trade today. I am not here to debate with you if the market's rigged or not. I know it's rigged now. Guaranteed. 100% pre-programmed. REO? Yeah. You know what? I went back to REO Speedwagon a couple of summers ago. Me and this, I forgot her name, but she knew every lyric. It was hilarious. I was at some bar. Turned out we didn't know it was a gay and lesbian bar. These lesbians love their REO Speedwagon. They were going off. Me and this Sandy, her name was Sandy and Tony. Great lesbian names, by the way. We were singing at the top of our lungs. Heard it from a friend who, and in that glorious moment, high as shit, drunk off my ass, I heard the guitar solo in a brand new way. I never realized how much that song rips, and I just fell in love with REO Speedwagon for that summer. Thank you, Sandy and Tony, wherever you are. That song rips. I don't care. Now I need to hear that song. That guitar solo in that song, it's awesome. So anyway, what you just witnessed is a day's pay, right? This trading thing doesn't have to be so hard. If you're just a day trader and you can't find a couple of trades to scrape some shekels together, right? We're good for 12 to 15 trades a day lately. I usually only do 2 or 3. I've done about 6 trades today. 4 of them have been short the Qs. 1 RGTX and a Macy's. And that's my day. Usually I walk away a loser. Usually I'll trade 2 times. My third trade usually doesn't work, and then I quit. But now it's just a nice day. See, this is why I don't let this trade go against me now. I'm thrilled that it worked. I can lower my stop right here to the orange line and just cash out. Oh, holy freaking cow. It's the Matrix. Are you serious? You're still around. I'm doing my live show right now, but we were just talking about you last night, and here you are calling. Were your ears ringing? That's insane. I'm good. Let's catch up. I'm on the live show right now, but everything all right? Okay. All right. Send me an email. I'll get my my new guy on it. No. Use KennyGlick at AOL.com. You got it. Bye. Holy cow. You're telling me we're not in the Matrix? Holy shit. Solid and I were talking about this woman. We both were training her, and then she disappeared off the face of the earth. And now she's calling me the next day. Oh my freaking God. This is not happening. That's insane. And that bullish engulfing candle is insane too. I just got stopped out of my queues. Have a nice day. That didn't take long. And that's trading, my friends. See that? You didn't get excited about being short, did you? I'm happy it worked in the first place. Wow. That is amazing. Let's give it up for Maureen back in the house. Holy freaking cow. So what happened? They we're definitely in a simulation, man. I prove it every day. The black cat walks by my house every day. The girl in the red dress, right there. I see her every day. But you know what? Ignorance is bliss. I'm eating the steak every day. I don't give a shit if this is a simulated reality. I'm trying to enjoy it. I don't want to know. But what I do know is that QQQ short is over. It's over. All right. Little addition to the day, right? 4 for 4. One of these days, that little move right there in the middle of the day is actually going to continue down. I don't know when that happens, maybe in the year 2030. But right now, man, this market don't want to go down. You hear that, Jimmy? So Robinhood, what do? They do an AI trading? Everybody's getting involved, right? By the way, speaking of AI trading, I just made a new friend. It's called Financial AI, and they have built an AI just geared to our industry, and they launched it a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to have them on our broadcast. Probably I'm going to do the schmooze just for this event. So a lot of things going on. June 9th, doing a little dog and pony show. June 11th, we'll schmooze, or maybe the 18th. Maybe we'll schmooze the 11th. And then the 13th, we're doing a 3-hour session on a Saturday. If you nerds want to hang out with me on a Saturday and learn how to trade a little bit better, great time to hang. I love doing it on Saturdays because we don't have to be distracted by anything. And then if anybody lives in the Charlotte area, you could come and have a couple of drinks with me and my new pal, Chris Stapleton. while I got you here, let me just put a song on and I'll be right back. I want to just get a drink. All right. See, that is what you call a quickie right there. You make a quick dollar, can't take the money away from me. You get stopped out on the way back up. No harm, no foul. And if you don't know this Chris Stapleton song, it's a deeper cut. My favorite Chris Stapleton song by far. I like the ones that not everybody knows. It's a sad ditty, but it's fantastic. Be right back.
Lately things are on my mind. Good news is hard to find. I work on the factory line, and all I do is stay behind. Call my mama like I should. She says, Daddy ain't doing too good. Me and him should wear the line, just can't seem to find time. But I love my life, man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. It's the way it's alright. Everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song. Finally saved some money up till I had to fix my truck. Talked to brother the other day, he didn't have too much to say. Trying to quit these cigarettes, I can't seem to kick them yet. Sister got laid off last fall, and I got high cholesterol. But I love my life, man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. It's the way it's alright. Everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song. Yeah, I love my life, man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs, you and me. It's the way it's alright. Everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song.
Hey, what happened? The internet just blew up. You guys hear me? What happened just now? Well, that's weird. Weirder still is the market sold off as I stepped away from the desk. Yeah.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. He told you never saw been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straight in the curve, yeah, climbing the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law.
Any stock moves nowadays.
Making their way, the only way they know how.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit more than the noble in life.
The question is, do you know the second verse to this song?
Making their way, the only way they know how.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit more than the noble in life.
It's the part you don't know.
I'm a good old boy.
You know my mama loves me,
But she don't understand that they're showing my hands and not my face on TV.
Anybody down in Charlotte? Hey, by the way, this any stock, this has been hot for a couple of days now. This weird one. But weirder still, the market just told us that we got permission to short 5 times. I'm not in this time, but wow. That's something. That's something different right there, homies. Rejection of the VWAP, engulfing bearish candle down? What the hell's going on? Are we allowed to go down today? But here, let me just show you what scalping is all about. So here, this dude just said, here, take a look at any. This is old school scalping. You see a momentum stock that breaks 5, people just buy the 5 break and take the quick 12 cents, right? That's old school. But ANY, yeah, that was perking up. You know, again, nice trade all day, really. But look what's going on the last couple of days in it. You had the pump, inside candle, you just came outside. And this used to be a fun stock for us. So, you know, all these red lines, what they represent were trades that we did back in the day and places where I placed trades and stops. So it's funny when I go back and see these names and I'm like, holy shit, I must have traded the hell out of this thing because those are all my trades. So crazy. I don't even remember trading it. You know, seriously, I remember the stock. I don't remember being that active in it, but I must have been. So anyway, if you guys were listening to what I'm saying, I got a new partnership with this company called Financial AI. I'm also doing some work with barcharts.com, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys show up on, I'll give you the dates. I'll let you know before we do it. Either next Thursday or the Thursday after that. We're going to have these guys on. They're going to do a demo, and they're going to give us all a free trial. They're charging about $90 a month for it. And considering I pay Grok $300 for the year just to be my AI girlfriend and talk dirty to me. What? No, she does a lot of analytics with me also and draws funny pictures. But this is what you want AI to do. Help you in the business that we're in. They're geared right to all AI, financial, obviously, financial AI. They just launched for real, but they're still teaching this thing day trading. It's more of a investing tool, swing trading, back testing strategies. The specialty's not day trading. So they want us to start tinkering around with this thing, and you know, they'll give us a couple of, you know, they'll give us free trials, and we'll kick the tires, be the little guinea pigs that they want us to be, and then we'll get a special deal if you want to actually pay for it. I'll, you know, probably get a 50% discount or whatever the case might be. But be here for the, we're going to have them on. We'll do a demo and we'll see what it's all about. That'll probably be in about 2 weeks. And I see a question in the room. Hang on a second. Yeah. So, Kenny, I need some help. I think you've been clear, but I have been slow. How do I know when you're fully out of position? I think you are still short the cues partially. No, actually, it's a re-entry, if anything. No, this time I'm not in. But here, let me show you what I did. So as we were sitting here, and the cues started showing me a little downtrend, and then they broke VWAP. But before they broke the VWAP, I shorted them at the half number break. So I like half numbers. So half number, I started it, breaks the VWAP, tests from underneath, gets to the orange line. And that's a day's pay right there. That's $1. You know, did 400 shares, covered 2, covered 1 more. Then I got stopped out of the rest of the last one. And then it just reached, and then it reformed. You know, so again, the same exact trade that I just did 10 minutes later, here it is again. Half number break. I mean, here's your half. There's the VWAP break. And now here's the trade again. This one's a little bit more interesting because it's doing, this is, usually you don't see markets going down. I'm kind of bewildered right now. But that is a bearish engulfing candle. Rejected at the VWAP. And this candle basically ate them up. No, I would not be going long the Qs right now. No, this is a rejection at VWAP. Bearish engulfing candle, multi-day VWAP break. You got to wait it out now. The shorter still got this trade on. Let's see how it plays out. But yeah, to your point, usually it is a turn and you buy it. But also, we're coming into the point of the day where I know you're living in like Thailand. No, where are you? New Zealand, Philippines, different time zone. This is the time where we're usually kind of, oh, Portugal. I might be visiting you this summer. My daughter might be doing, she's choosing between Portugal, Barcelona, and Florence to do 6 months. That'd be awesome. I'm kind of rooting for Florence, even though I've been there twice. I just love Florence. But I've never been to Barcelona or Portugal, so maybe we do. Wherever she goes, we go. But anyway, yeah, I mean, right now, the shorter has still got this trade under control, right? Because you're back below the 1, you're back below the multi-day, and this is what, like I said, it's a bearish engulfing candle right here. Rejected at the VWAP is a sign that the market is looking for some sell. The sellers are kind of taking control, but when you eat up, think of it as like Pac-Man, just ate these 3 candles up on a bearish move. Bearish, and it engulfed all of that and then rolled over, broke that low. So right now it's still a short. Japan for 8 years. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'd visit Japan, but my wife ain't feeling that, so it ain't happening. You know how that works. Speaking of traveling, anybody in the Charlotte area? I'll be down 2 weeks seeing Chris Stapleton. We're going to be hanging in the neighborhood. Anybody wants to hang? Oh, look who's back. Solid Jello is walking amongst us, the Lord of Lords of VWAP. I haven't met my partner here. There he is. Yes, partner in a gay way. Gay for VWAP. What's the out on the Qs? Right now, you have to look to get back to that 742.87 right now, where that pivot happened earlier. So, yeah, throwing some more dates out there. January 9th, probably schmooze the 11th, class the 13th. Don't miss it. Don't miss any of this stuff. And then if you guys want to really prepare, this is where, again, being married has helped me a lot. Planning. What? Wait. Put a bid in right now. Don't forget to cover some cues right here. 42. Oh my God, you missed it by a penny. Oh, you bastard. You see how it hit that price? That's why you have to have your order out there. You see how it hit the same price? Oh my God, it hit the price. There it is. Cover 87. The same exact price where I covered earlier. It went to the same exact price. This is what I call the rigging of the market. It is rigged. Now you cover. Now you lower your stop to where it broke down from. And now you have permission to be delusional to think the market actually is going to go down today and stay down, because that's the hard part. And now you have a reason to believe. What was I just saying? Oh, Vegas. Speaking of trips my wife's not coming on, which would ruin the whole trip if she did come with us to Vegas. What? I didn't say that out loud. You said that. I didn't say nothing. But yeah, Vegas. We're going to be going to the Money Show, and I'll be on stage, and we're going to get JC to do a presentation, Straza, all your favorites from the stock market media family. We're going to schedule the next conference, our nerd out show, around the Money Show. So if you're making plans, start making plans. That'll be me. That's my buddy right there. That's a friend of mine right there too. There I am in the audience. See, there me right there. That guy. This guy. That's my man Adrian Mans. We met him last week. That's the cocktail hour. That's Mike Larson. Hell of a nice guy. And what's the dates? The dates are February 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I will be flying in the 21st, Sunday night. I'll probably present the 22nd and maybe the 23rd. Usually I try to get my presentations in on the first day, so then we get the party the next 2 days. I pretend that I'm working. And it should be a hoot. And we'll also have our own little presentations with the All-Star Charts guys and the stock market media guys. Chicago Sean, Straza, me, JC. It'll be a good event. And look how you covered right down there. Look at you, you stud. 742.87. Wow, what a cover. Holy freaking cow. Right? Well, it's free. Meaning don't pay. You don't have to pay for the. Usually we do the big room presentations where you don't have to pay. Yeah, there's like this VIP thing. Nobody needs that, because then you get to go to these side rooms, and you know it's you don't got to pay to be there. This guy's the best. That guy, 6 feet. But look at this trade, right? Thank you for bringing the any to the room, right? See how this thing it's just momentum trading. Everything's working in this market. Range breaks, momentum trading, VWAP breaks, earnings reversals. Everything is working. That's why I'm telling you, this is Shangri-La, right? Look at the instant gratification you got when you bought it at 5. You sold some, and then you're compelled to hang in there as long as it doesn't break back below the 480 and the 475. And then you get paid another whole. This is sick. This is what I'm saying. Nobody came in looking to buy any, and then it just shows up. And once you understand market mechanics, you join in for a little bit, make some money. Why not? I wasn't expected to short the Qs 4 times today, and next thing you know, those are my main trades. But you see, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. When things happen at a price, like here, where it pivoted from, that's a specific price. That was the 742.87. Look what happened. These are all programmed. So if something gets to a price where something happened once before, you are required by VWAPian law to do something else. Right? So now the question is, will the downtrend stay intact? Lower high, VWAP break, multi-day VWAP break, lower high. Now, if this rolls, we might have a panic on our hands on the 4th of July. What? You scream Barracuda, people say, huh? What? You scream shark, and we've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July. Larry, we have to close the beaches. Y'all know me. Know how I earn a living. I catch him and kill him for 5. Huh? Any thoughts about S. Dow? Oh my God, Tommy Thomas. What do you know about S. Dow? Jeez, I haven't thought of S. Dow in a very long time. Who are you? Nobody trades this thing. But yeah, it's just like the SQQ. It's short the Dow. Yeah. Hey, today's one of the days you could trade it. RVMD? RVMD. Sounds like a penny stock. Oh, absolutely not a penny stock. Wow. That just glued to the VWAP and the prior day VWAP. What's the C here? Let's see. Oh. Must have had some really good news a couple of weeks ago. Wow. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Don't let it go into the gap. I guess you don't really have that much of a gap, but yeah, you got a really, really specific spot. If you're swinging this trade, do not let it break that 131. It could get, once you get this gap area, and it could get in here, and then you got 2 gaps. That could get seriously ugly on the way down. But we're in a bull market, so you don't got to worry about it. Ronak, I'm pretty much cashed out. Literally, I am cashed out today, right? But the wonderful part about this market, like yesterday, Rambus late in the day became a really great trade. Just go back and search for these trades. It doesn't have to be QQQ. I know you're glued to this thing, but go back and check the Macy's, check the Pan W's. Sorry, I got the wrong time frame up. Hold on a second. And by the way, tell me you held this Pan W. Where's my Pan W guy, right? Please, right? Now he turned into an awesome trade. You see? There you go. I hope I convinced you to stay in there. And if anything, you bought more, because once the trade that you suffered in, right? Here's another tattoo for you. If you held the pain, make the gain. You sat there with this piece of shit for 2 hours, and then it proved its worth to you by hanging in there and breaking over the VWAP. That's where you buy more. And now you get paid for real. You held the pain, make the gain. Sweet hold. It's hard to be long and wrong in this market, I'm telling you. And speaking of that, where's ULTA? That's Solid's favorite stock. Same scenario, right? You held the pain, now you got some gain. It's the greatest trading market that's ever been. There's never been like this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not making money in this market, please, seriously, these next 2 weeks are very important. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Little demos, a couple of classes. That schmooze, I'll bring you to the AI guy. If you haven't met my pal Solid Jello, he did a 12-hour session. So Solid, you just showed up. Take a wild guess who just called me 5 minutes ago. Bro, you're not going to believe this. Who called me just out of nowhere 5 minutes ago? Yes. You're telling me we're not in the Matrix, bro? We haven't said her name out loud in, 2 years? And she's calling me the next day. Did you talk to her? Are you fucking around? Did you tell her to call me or something? Because this is nuts. Nuts. We haven't thought about this. I mean, I think about her all the time because there's a legend story around her. But Solid and I were talking about it because Solid, if you know, Solid does private sessions. Solid is very, very enthusiastic about helping each and every individual, giving them their special alone time. And his sessions that he does is usually 3 or 4. He went for 12 hours yesterday with one person because that's the kind of guy Solid is. Because if you're not getting it, he'll make sure you get it. And this lady spent a good 48 hours, I think. They smoked a bag of crack and just stayed up for 48 hours learning about VWAP. And we haven't really mentioned this woman's name in a very long time. And the next thing you know, she's calling me. It's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. I hope I never wake up out of this freaking matrix because I'm having a good time. Reach out to Solid. Yeah, Solid. He's the only guy that really, we had another guy in here kind of doing what he was doing, and then he really tried to exploit and insult what we were doing in here, and we had to destroy him. But Solid does it the right way. Again, he's part of what we do, obviously, but again, he's his own entity. You guys got to reach out to him, and it'll be the best private session you ever had since that private session with that woman that night. You know what I'm talking about. And on that note, I'm out of here. You guys have a great rest of the day. It's been fantastic. Make sure you're with me the next couple of weeks. Like I said, the schmooze, I'm going to bring it back for one night because I want you guys to meet these financial AI guys. We got a class on the 13th. Now, Jeff, you took it to the next level. Okay. And yeah, for you VWAPians, I'll be back later today because I'm not playing pickleball till 3. But maybe Solid Jello has some time for us today because he's always great to listen to. He is the shining beacon of hope for all of you new VWAPians, my friends. Solid, this was all brand new to him back in 2007, and now he is the PhD of VWAP. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you in cyberspace. Peace.